homologous series. You have seen that carbon atom can be linked together to form a chain varying length. Okay, various lengths are there. Okay, and we are seeing that carbon atom are linked together to form what? Okay, to form a chain. Okay, so this chain can be branched also, and in addition, hydrogen atom or other atom on this carbon chain can be replaced by any of the functional group. Okay, it can be easily replaced by the any functional group. Okay, which we have studied in a previous lecture. That what? Okay, hydrogen gets substituted. What? Okay, they get substituted by a different functional group. Okay, there are many type of functional group. Okay, in which we have studied yesterday. We have studied what? Okay, alcohol, aldehyde, halogen, okay, ketone, as well as many other functional group that can be replaced. Okay, in place of hydrogen. Okay, so the presence of functional groups such as alcohol. Okay, if we take example of alcohol, decide the property of a carbon compound regardless of a length of a carbon chain. For example, chemical property of CH3OH, okay, as well as C2H5OH. Same way C3H7OH and C4H9OH are all very similar. Okay, all of them having a same type of chemical property. Okay, in which you can see that different group are same, but their chemical formula, okay, chemical formula or a structural formula are varying with each other. Okay, but they contain a same chemical property. Their chemical property will be same, but their structural formula, okay, on a arrangement, okay, of a carbon. Okay, they are varying in the number of carbon only, but their chemical property will be same. So hence, such a series of a compound in which the same functional group, okay, substituted for the hydrogen in a carbon chain are said homologous series. Okay, so these series are said to be homologous series. Okay, in all this structure you can see that OH is common. Okay, OH is common. So these series are said to be homologous series. Okay, in which you can see that functional group are same. Okay, functional group will be same, but the number of carbon will be different. Number of carbon are different, but their functional group are same. Okay, so such series are called homologous series. So from this we can say that homologous series are those series in which we will see that functional group will be same, but the structural formula will be different. Okay, so let us look at the homologous series that we saw earlier in table 4.2. If we look at the formula of a successive compound, say CH4 and C2H6, okay, this differ by a CH2 unit only. Okay, as you can see. Okay, same way C2H6 and C3H8, this differ by CH2 unit only. Okay, so from this you can see that they are just differ from by whom? Okay, by CH2. Same way second is also by CH2 only. What is the difference between next pair, propane and butane? Propane and butane. Can you find out the difference in the molecular mass between this pair? Okay, the atomic mass of a carbon is 12 and the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Okay, similarly take the homologous series for the alkene. Okay, if we take a homologous series for the alkene, the first member of series is either, which we have already come across in the section 4.2.1. What is the formula for ethene? Okay, this succeeding member have a formula C3H6, CH4, C4H8 and C5H10. Do this all differ by CH2? Do you see any relation between the number of carbon and hydrogen atom in this compound? The general formula of alkene is written as what? Okay, CnH2n. Okay, what? Okay, this will be the general formula of alkene. What? Okay, general formula of alkene is CnH2n. Okay, and can you similarly generate the general formula of alkane and alkyne? Okay, as the molecular mass increases in the any homologous series, a gradation in the physical property is seen. Okay, so this is because of whom the melting point and boiling point increases with increase in the molecular mass. As the molecular mass increases, the melting point and boiling point also what? Okay, they get gradually changed and they will increase. Other physical properties such as solubility in a particular solvent also show a similar graduation. But the chemical property which are determined solely by the functional group remain similar in the homologous series. In the homologous series, you can see that functional group will be same, but what? Okay, their physical property are quite different from each other. Okay, same way that chemical property is also a little bit same only. Okay, so from this you can see that homologous series are such series in which you will see that functional group will be same. Okay, now nomenclature of a carbon compound. Okay, how we can give the name? Okay, name of a particular compound. Okay, how it can be named? The name of a compound in a homologous series are based on the name of a basic carbon chain modified by the prefix fresh before the suffix fresh after the indicating the nature of a functional group. For example, the name of alcohol taken in the activity 4.2 are methanol, ethanol, propanol and butanol. Okay, so it can be given by what? Okay, depending on their functional group, they are given their name. Okay, here you can see that alcohol, we have taken functional group which functional group we have taken? Okay, here we have taken alcohol functional group. So as you can see, methanol, ethanol, last OL is written, which are indicating that there is a presence of what? Okay, alcohol functional group in the compound. Okay, which indicate OL indicate what? Okay, presence of a alcohol functional group in the compound. Okay, it indicating that. Okay, so here you can see that methanol, ethanol, propanol and butanol. Okay, so naming a carbon compound can be done by following method. Okay, naming can be given by following method. Identify the number of carbon atom in the compound. Okay, naming can be given by whom? Okay, number of carbon atom present in there. Okay, the number of carbon atom present in the compound or a substance. A compound having 3 carbon atom will have the name propane. Okay, which we have already studied in the alkane table. Okay, if a compound contain 1 carbon, then it is said to be what? Okay, methane. If a compound contain 2 carbon, then it is said to be what? Okay, ethane. If it is 3, then it is what? Okay, propane. Okay, 4. What it will be given if a carbon contain 4? 4 carbon are present in the compound, then it is said to be what? Butane. Okay, so this way whole chain will be given. Okay, same way in the case of functional group is present. Okay, first we have seen that how many carbon are present. Okay, number of carbon. Next, what we have seen? That which functional group is attached with that particular atom. Okay, which functional group is present in that compound. Okay, so it is indicating in the name of compound with either prefix or suffix. Okay, it is given by prefix or suffix. Prefix means what? Okay, before it is written, as well as suffix means last. Okay, so if the name of a functional group is to be given in as a suffix and the suffix of a functional group begin with the what? Okay, vowels A, E, I, O, U, then what? Okay, name of a carbon chain is modified by deleting final E. Okay, what? Okay, E is removed and adding the approximate suffix. Okay, approximate suffix. For example, if we take a 3 carbon containing chain, 3, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, with a ketone group, with which group? Okay, ketone group will be named as what? Okay, it is taken as a propane. If we have taken 3 carbon containing group, then it is propane. Okay, so in a propane, last E is removed. In place of last E, ON is written. So it is said to be propanone. Okay, what? Okay, in propanone you can see that ketone functional group is present. Okay, ketone functional group is present, and how many carbon is there? Okay, 3 carbon is there. So its name will be propanone. If the carbon chain is unsaturated, if the carbon chain is unsaturated, then the final ANE in the name of a carbon chain is substituted by ENE by YNE. Okay, unsaturated means what? Okay, if in a compound you can see that, okay, if in a compound there is a presence of double bond, okay, in the presence of double bond, but that double bond should not be of a functional group. Functional group के, okay, without functional group, okay, functional group double bond will not count, but in place of that you can see that if the double bond are present, okay, then what is said to be that it can be named as a ENE or YNE. Unsaturated means you know it very well that what? Okay, compound contain double bond or triple bond, okay, are said to be what? Okay, unsaturated compound. But that double bond or triple bond, okay, should not be considered, okay, of what? Okay, of functional group. Functional group double bond or triple bond are not considered, okay, for the unsaturated property. Okay, so once again I am repeating, for the unsaturated property, double bond or triple bond of a functional group cannot be considered, okay, for making a compound unsaturated. Okay, so it is necessary, okay, it is necessary that double bond or triple bond should be of what? Okay, of a compound, okay, it should not be of a functional group. Then and only then it is said to be unsaturated. Okay, so ENE and YNE can be named. For example, a 3 carbon chain, okay, with a double bond would be called what? Okay, propene, and if it is triple bond, then it is said to be propyne. Okay, then what? Okay, it is said to be propyne. Okay, so here you can see that haloalkane, haloalkane. Okay, haloalkane. Okay, in haloalkane you can see that what? Okay, whole compound, in that you can see that chlorine is added. Okay, so it is said to be chloropropane. And same way, in place of chlorine, if we add Br, then it will be bromopropane. Same way, if it is attached OH, okay, then it is what? Okay, propanol. Okay, so functional group is alcohol, okay, and aldehyde. Okay, if the functional group is aldehyde, which we say it as a C double bond OH, okay, this is the group of aldehyde. So Al is written in the suffix. Here OL is written, okay, the alcohol is there, and haloalkane. Okay, so for the ketone, ON is used. Okay, C double bond O, propanone. Same way, carboxylic acid, for carboxylic acid, COOH. Okay, oic acid is used. Okay, as you can see, propanoic acid. Same way for the ENE, double bond will be there. Okay, so propene. Same way for ine. Okay, what? Okay, triple bond should be there. Okay, if a compound contains triple bond, then it is said to be propyne, and as you can see that 3 carbon is there. Same way, if the double bond is there and how many carbon is there? 3 carbon, then it is said to be propene. Okay, same way, if COOH group, C double bond O and OH group is there, then it is said to be propanoic acid. Okay, so this was your functional group. Now, chemical property of carbon compound. Chemical properties of a carbon compounds. In this section, we will be studying about some of the chemical property of carbon compound. Okay, some of the chemical property of whom? Okay, carbon compound we will study. Since most of the fuel we use are either carbon or its compound, we shall first study a combustion. Okay, first we will study what? Okay, combustion. In combustion you will see that what? Okay, in combustion, carbon in all its aneurysm form burn in a oxygen to give carbon dioxide along with the release of a heat and light. What? Okay, carbon will be burned. Okay, what? Okay, carbon will be burned in presence of oxygen, and due to which what will be seen? Okay, carbon dioxide will be removed with heat and light. Okay, with heat and light what? Okay, carbon dioxide will be removed. Okay, and carbon compound will be burned. Okay, in presence of oxygen. In presence of oxygen, okay, what? Okay, carbon dioxide will be removed and heat and light is also removed. So most carbon compound also release a large amount of heat and light on burning. Okay, on burning what? Okay, most of the carbon compound will release a large amount of heat and light on burning. Okay, during burning, heat and light will be removed, and these are oxidation reaction. And here you can see that what? Okay, in presence of oxygen it is preparing. So it is said to be what? Okay, oxidation reaction. Why? Because here you can see that oxygen get attached. Okay, oxygen get attached with the reactant. Okay, so oxidation is done. Okay, oxygen atom is added. Okay, so here you can see that oxidation reaction is seen when carbon get reacted with O2, it will give carbon dioxide and heat and light. Same way here also you can see that when methane is heated in presence of oxygen. Okay, when ethanol is heated, okay, at that time also you can see. Okay, so this is said to be combustion reaction. Okay, saturated hydrocarbon will generally give a clean flame, while the unsaturated carbon compound will give a yellow flame with a lot of black smoke. Okay, what? Okay, once again I am repeating. Okay, if a compound is saturated means what? Okay, they are containing only single bond. Okay, if a compound contain only single bond, when it is burned, okay, what? Okay, when it is burned, at that time it will give clean flame. Okay, clean flame means what? Okay, no other color will be seen. Okay, the flame will be clean. But if a compound is what? Okay, if a compound is unsaturated, at that time you can see that yellow flame will be seen with the smoke. Okay, with the smoke you will see that what? Okay, with the smoke we will see a black smoke are removed. Okay, with a yellow flame. With a yellow flame, black smoke will be removed, and this result in the salty deposition on the metal plate. Salty deposition, black smoke will be seen. Okay, so however, limiting the supply of air result in incomplete combustion of even saturated hydrocarbon, giving a salty flame. Okay, what? Okay, if a proper amount of oxygen, okay, or incomplete combustion of a saturated hydrocarbon, at that time also we will see a black smoke will be removed. Black smoke is removed are said to be what? Okay, salty flame. Okay, salty means what? Okay, it is giving a black smoke. Okay, so the gas kerosene stove used at a home as inlet for the air, so that sufficiently oxygen rich mixture is burned to give a clean blue flame. Okay, for giving a clean blue flame we are using. If you observe the bottom of a cooking vessel getting black, it means that the air holes are blocked and fuels is getting waste. Okay, what? Okay, if our stove, okay, what? Okay, cooking vessel are getting what? Okay, black. At that time you can see that what? Okay, air holes are blocked, and due to which you are seeing that what? Fuel are getting waste. Okay, so fuels such as coal and petroleum have some amount of nitrogen and sulfur in them. In that you can see that nitrogen and sulfur are present. Their combustion result in the formation of oxide of sulfur and nitrogen, which are major pollutant in the environment. Okay, So here you can see that oxide of sulfur and nitrogen is formed, okay, on combustion. On combustion, we will see that oxide of sulfur and nitrogen is formed, which are the major, okay, major for the pollutant in the environment. In the environment, pollutant, okay, oxide of a sulfur and nitrogen are responsible, okay. You have learned about the oxidation reaction in the first chapter. Carbon compound can be easily oxidized on combustion. In addition to this complete oxidation, we have reaction in which alcohol are converted to carboxylic acid. Okay, so here you can see that when CH3, okay, get CH3 CH2OH, which is what, okay, ethanol, okay, get react with alkaline KMnO4, okay, and presence of heat or acidified K2Cr2O7, okay, plus heat, which we say it as what, okay, potassium permanganate, okay. At that time you can see that what, it get converted to CH3OH, which we say it as what, okay, ethanoic acid. Okay, so here you can see that what, okay, we see that some substances are capable of adding oxygen to other. These substances are known as oxidizing agent, which we see it as what, okay, oxidizing agent. Okay, alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate, okay, acidified potassium dichromate, okay, are oxidizing alcohol, okay, to acid. Okay, so here you can see that potassium permanganate, alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified what, okay, potassium dichromate, okay, they get, okay, they have a property of oxidizing alcohol to acid, that is adding oxygen to the starting material, hence they are known as oxidizing agent. So here you can see that these two, alkaline potassium permanganate and acidified potassium dichromate, they are oxidizing agent, okay.
The element carbon is like a treasure box. It holds various interesting mysteries. One such unique concept is that of the homologous series. What does it mean? Let's understand this in detail. Let us get to know the concept by breaking it into two parts: homologous and series. One thought we might have is that it refers to some series having similarities. Is it true? Yes, absolutely. In the first part, the word homo refers to same. So in the case of homologous series, we will have compounds that have something in common. But what is common? Here we are referring to the common functional groups. What about the next part, that is series? For being in the list of homologous series, the compounds need to occur in a sequence. That means they will occur in succession. And what do we mean by this? Let us consider the simpler alkanes like methane, ethane, propane, and butane. Are they in succession? You may say yes. They occur one after the other. But what exactly makes them successive to each other? To understand this, first tell me what is the molecular formula for each. The molecular formula of methane is CH4. That's right. Ethane is C2H6 and propane is C3H8. And how is butane expressed? Its molecular formula is C4H10. Now what will happen if I add CH2 to the molecular formula of methane? It gives me C2H6, right? That is ethane. And if I add CH2 to the molecular formula of ethane, does that give me propane? Yes. Adding CH2 to the formula C2H6 gives me C3H8, which is nothing but propane. And you know the last one. Adding CH2 to propane gives us C4H10, that is butane. Now can you tell me how exactly these compounds are in series? Yes, they are in succession. And what is the common functional group among these compounds? Needless to say, it's an alkane. That means the compounds here will have the same general formula. For example, in this case, the general formula for alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. So all of these compounds show this typical general formula, right? Yes, they do. Even though they have different molecular formulae, the general formula is the same. And we also noticed a common difference between any two successive compounds. There's a common difference of CH2. Now that we've understood the concept, let's define the term homologous series in simple words. It is the series in which the compounds with the same general formula but different molecular formula occur in immediate succession. So the hydrocarbons in the homologous series will have different lengths of carbon chains.